Welcome to Let's Clear the Air, a podcast sponsored by the Allergy, Asthma, and Sinus Center, dedicated to educating listeners about allergies, asthma, and immunology.
Well, welcome back to Let's Clear the Air, all things allergy, asthma, and immunology. I am your host, Liz Edwards, and today I am joined by Sung Poblete. She's a PhD, RN, and CEO of FARE, which is Food Allergy Research and Education. And we are so honored to have you with us today.
Thank you, Liz, for having me on the air today.
We are, first and foremost, and I know I can speak on behalf of all of our providers here at the Allergy, Asthma, and Sinus Center, we are grateful for FARE, for your mission, your continued efforts, the endless resources that you all provide for families managing and thriving with food allergies.
You know, at FARE, we support the more than 33 million people in the United States who live with the disease of food allergy through research, education, and advocacy with a through line of promoting health and health equity. So, you know, it's reciprocal. We need organizations and institutions like yourselves in order for us to do what we do to support the community. So I want to thank you as well.
All of our patients are given a copy of your food allergy anaphylaxis emergency care plan. That's really what we switched to years ago with all of our school nurses, and it's just perfect because it's all right there. And so we just encourage anyone out there that needs more resources to go to your website. I mean, you could spend days going through the information and the research. I know you're short on time, so I just want to quickly go over, we're coming up on another holiday, and our culture is so centered around food, it seems, and that can be a challenge. And so coming up on Valentine's Day, we were just wanting to brainstorm and come up with ideas for families of non-food treats or items. And I know you guys have a lot of initiatives there with some big partners that you're getting into stores on that. Talk about that. I mean, there's tons of ways to treat each other besides food.
Absolutely. And, you know, before I go into that, I just want to state one thing, right? Food is not the enemy, the disease is. So I just don't want us to ever think about food as something being bad. You know,
Right.
food is what brings us together. It's what brings us joy. So if we want to attack anything, it's the disease.
Yeah.
And you know, food allergy is a disease of the immune system. So, you know, at FARE, we are working endlessly to find a cure and obviously better treatment options for our community. But one of the other things that we want to do is it's what I call these radical collaborations and partnerships. And you're right, we have partnered with a large pharmacy retail because we need access to these non-food treats so that no child should have to miss out on an incredible school celebration or a classroom exchange because of a food allergy. Speaking as both a patient, a clinician, and an educator, it's so important that kids in school are in an inclusive environment. And here's some things to think about. 1 in 4 life-threatening food allergy reactions in a school setting happen in people without diagnosed food allergies, and that's including faculty and staff. That's a staggering statistic. 1 in 4 life-threatening food allergy reactions. About 8 in 10 food allergy reactions in schools happen in the classroom and not in the cafeteria. So talk about being prepared. Talk about being able to just know what to do. This is why it's so important to have that emergency action plan ready and in hand. And food allergy in the classroom is something that schools should take very seriously.
I know as a parent, I have a food allergy kiddo myself. I have food allergies myself. Um, Truth be told, my kids would always enjoy a trinket or a little toy more so than the snack anyway. I mean, toys are fun, right? So, I mean, however we can make it a fun time, I just think that there's so many ways to do it without uh, a meal.
Absolutely. And what kid in kindergarten, first grade doesn't like stickers? Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes, yes. I had a sticker book when I was a kid. I mean, they're still big. They never go out of style. There's just a tremendous amount of resources on your website at foodallergy.org. And we are just so thankful for everything that you're doing there. And it has been great to be with you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Let's Clear the Air. Please consider following this podcast, and remember, if you want helpful and accurate information about allergies and asthma, our allergy experts are here to clear the air.